Good morning. Welcome to Hoover Hill Farms. It's very early in the morning. The puppies had just woke up. I immediately take my puppies out to go potty. And once that the puppies wake up in the morning and they go potty, they are extremely hungry. And so today I thought I would show you what I feed my puppies. The first thing that I do as soon as they come in is that I always develop their stomachs with probiotics, because of course you know that when puppies are nursed, their poops are liquid, and you have to transition puppy to solid food. And so I use a regular whole milk Greek plain yogurt, and I will take a teaspoon, and so each puppy gets a teaspoon, and I actually fill it up right out of the refrigerator, and I will sit it on the floor while I'm preparing their breakfast. So what I use, now I've already deboned the chicken. I use quarter chickens, and the reason why is because they do not inject a chicken with bone usually with a sodium solution, which is salt. Please read your label when you're buying chicken that it does not have any sodium injected in it. It will make them very sick. Okay, the next thing I do is I use white rice. I don't use brown, because their stomachs are so sensitive and we're transitioning them that white rice is much easier on their stomach. And I like the short grain rice. Now, a sweet potato helps solidify their poop. Pumpkin does the opposite. It will make them runny. Then I have carrots and peas, and then I have unsweetened, all natural, no salt applesauce, and I just started them with green beans. Now, what my ratio is it's between 75 and 80% of your protein. Now, I will also sometimes mix the chicken with a salmon and or a scrambled egg and or an egg that's poached. And then I go ahead and I put everything in the blender. So I am going to, usually I will do 2 of these because I had several puppies. And this way I can use it for, a day and a half to 2 days. But I will take usually about 3 teaspoons of rice. And then I will usually take about 1 teaspoon of the sweet potato, which looks like that. And with your peas and your carrots, just, 1 or 2, that's about it. And then my applesauce, I usually will do not quite about 3/4 of applesauce, and only about 1/4 of a teaspoon of the green beans, this is your baby pureed. And I just started them on this. So, when you're transitioning their bellies to solid food, you want to introduce the food slowly. So I won't add anything else to this, for about a week and a half to 2 weeks. Make sure everything is fine. And I always look at their poops to make sure that it's not changing and that it just keeps getting healthier and healthier looking. Then I will put it in my blender. And the reason why you blend and grind up the puppy food, you want to start out, of course, to a mush, and then transition it to where it has a consistency such as this. This is moist, and it sticks together, but it's not wet. And if you look at the chicken, it's ground up just enough for their stomach to digest it. If you don't, it's hard on their stomach. So if you give big chunks of chicken, their stomach cannot digest it and it irritates them. And I do not reheat this in the microwave. I actually take my boiling water, because I have to add moisture to the chicken anyway because it's too dry. And I will heat this up, and then I will, put a little bit of the water on top of the food that I have inside here. And as I said, this is my consistency. And so this is basically the food that I start them with, transitioning from mother's milk to solid food. And so we'll sum it up. We've got yogurt first thing in the morning. We've got a high protein, no sodium, salt chicken that's deboned. We've got white rice, sweet potatoes, applesauce, carrots and peas, and a little bit of green beans. And then, of course, this is your consistency, and it's not reheated. It is heated with the hot water. Now, after I go ahead and feed them their wet food, I always give them some kibbles. And what the kibbles does is it actually scrapes off the wet food from their teeth, preventing plaque. And as excuse me, and I always keep a kibbles down on the floor for them. And usually, like you'll see them now, because they just ate. So they will go over there and pick up the kibbles. And, at this point, they're usually going to eat a few kibbles, and then they're going to have their chew bones to help scrape off that wet food. And usually after I feed them, they'll go potty anywhere. Sometimes it's only 5 or 10 minutes up to, 20 minutes. And then, of course, we go outside, we go potty. Now, the kibbles that I feed is I use the Purina One Healthy Puppy formula. And then Walmart brand, believe it or not, Nature's Menu, the rice and chicken. And they really like the Nature's Menu, which is the bigger kibbles. So I hope this helps. And this is my routine for my food that I feed my puppies. Well, you all have a blessed day. Bye-bye. I wanted to also mention that my puppies all get a vitamin every morning with their breakfast. I use Vitatabs, and I buy the bigger bottles, the 250, and this will last you a long time. Hey, please keep this refrigerated. The tablets look like this. And usually my big dog will get a whole tablet, and then mom and dad will get a half of a tablet, and then the babies only get, a pinch. So they're only getting just a small, about like that, just a small little piece, each one of them. And this is the and I bought this on Amazon. So these are the vitamins that I feed my puppies, and I've used them for years, and I absolutely love them. But I wanted to include that. Okay, bye-bye.